Anime fans, One Piece fans, what's good? The answer to that question, of course, is One Piece. One Piece is what's good. Today, we are going to be discussing a live discussion about Luffy's awakening. And today we have guests Z-Boy and Vulture Valley with us.
What's going on, yo?
Crap.
Where's the lady people? Wait, what's going on?
Nothing. We're good. Okay.
Where's the lady people in there, man? How you doing, y'all? This your boy Z-Boy and with all the other crew talking about that One Piece. Wow.
Great.
These intros, I'm so down. Straightforward, but it's not too complicated. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like him controlling stuff would not fit within Luffy's character at all. So I think it'll be more of something along the lines that's more inward based. That's Luffy trying to get himself to the peak of physical condition. Is not going to be him doing some puppet master stuff. It's going to be him punching you as hard as he can in different various ways. So we see him kind of focusing on the a certain type of hockey right now. And whenever Luffy learns or focuses on whatever kind of hockey, he gets a mode for it. So I'm thinking he's going to get some kind of mode where he's going to be able to either produce or just sustain like this kind of aura or force field around him where shit gets repelled, kind of like taking the elasticity into it to a whole nother level to where it kind of radiates off his body, like shit coming off him. It just kind of bounces off of him. You can take that and twist that any way you can, but it's going to be generally around the new ability he has and then making his fruit go with it in some kind of cool way.
Yeah, I'm prone to agree. Luffy doesn't seem to be the manipulative kind of guy. Z-Boy, what do you think?
Man, I think, I know people may hate it because it may sound cliche, but honestly, I think it's going to be similar to Dofi's, where it's like he turns the entire area into rubber, and he's going to have like giant fists, and he's going to combine it with his Gear 4 attacks. It's going to be like gigantic. Shoot, I forgot. I haven't read One Piece so long. I forgot the name of his Gear 4 attacks, but gigantic Kongon Gapling or something.
Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of the vulcanized rubber thing, where like Luffy right now, all his attacks from like base form to Gear 4th form, they're all like the rubber and the rubber band. So I think his awakening, he's gonna be able to become like vulcanized rubber, which is like tire rubber. So imagine Gear 4, which is like that soft rubber band rubber, except with like car tire rubber or something like that. And I think he's going to be, his attacks are going to be like infinitely stronger. They're going to be way, way, way stronger. And I think he's also going to be able to revert to Guy's rubber, which will make him almost untouchable. Like that feat Kaido had of falling 10,000 feet. Luffy will be able to do that easily if he can't already. He'll be able to fall something like probably like a 60,000 feet or something, because since he's going to be
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
Oh,
well, I'm saying
go
if Luffy has vulcanized rubber, he'll be way stronger, way harder, way sturdier. And then if he's able to also switch to liquidized rubber, he'll nearly be a Logia. He'll practically be a special Paramecia like Katakuri.
So basically, he's going to kind of take what Katakuri did and make people think he's a Logia. Like the Mochi, since it's so malleable, Katakuri was able to like move it whenever the bullets were kind of in conjunction with his own other fighting ability, his hockey ability. And since Luffy's not most, but like the one he uses in fighting the most, the armament hockey, he's going to be able to go from extremely tough tire rubber to really soft in like an instant, like switching back and forth like that. Like he'll use the tire hardening for like attacking, and then when he gets attacked, he'll turn to the liquid rubber and kind of move out of the way or roll off of it kind of deal.
Yeah, that kind of deal. Or maybe the liquid rubber will just make it like maybe he won't be able to do what Katakuri did, but like when he gets hit, he'll just be able to tank way, way, way more. Like he'll be able to tank Kaido's mace attack with ease. And then of course, add on advanced hockey and Gear 5 and all that stuff, he'd be pretty strong.
Do you think there will be a continuation of his kind of attack speed and defense kind of deal going on with his new level of hockey, or you think it's going to kind of consolidate into one form where it's like it kind of takes advantage of all of them or only specializes in one? You know what I mean? Because he has different forms. Because Tank Man's defense, Bound Man's attack, and Snake Man's defense. Will that continue, or will it be more like they'll just be a one type of deal?
I think at the very, very end, like in his final form, it'll be like everything, like absolutely everything, attack, defense, speed, like it will all be in one form. I'm not sure about right now because I don't know if he's going to...
So at some point, the whole three forms is going to go away. So is that only in the final form, or is he going to have a form before that, and then he's going to perfect that form?
It could be either, to be honest. And I think that's going to heavily... well, I guess he might kind of have to switch, because I think his main power... I think Luffy's Gomu Gomu Awakening, his Devil Fruit Awakening, I think that's going to heavily impact how he grows for the rest of the story, because his awakening is probably going to be one of the most overpowered Devil Fruit Awakenings we've seen in the series and ever will see in the series.
But I thought because wait, do you mean like his awakening in itself? Like if anyone wants to get this fruit and awaken it will be OP, or it's going to be some plot armor, like main character stuff going on?
No.
Like difference. Like I feel like, like Lost fruit you give to anybody, it would be OP. Are you just saying so which one are you saying? Like the main character thing? Like is it going to be main character OP?
No, I'm saying
I don't think it's going to be actually strong. I think it's going to be like a Luffy thing. Only Luffy can make this OP.
Yeah. Z-Boy, what do you think?
Man, listen, I'm trying to figure out what y'all think, because it sounds like y'all thinking it's going to be like, because from what we've seen from Awakening so far, it seems to be, for the most part, just turn the area into like pretty much what their ability is. Like we haven't seen any like of course, it'd be way more creative for Oda to do something completely different, but we haven't really seen anything besides like what's up?
You see Zone's awakening, and there's more physical inward type of deal.
Yeah, there's Zone.
We only see manipulators really, like Prayer Misia manipulator types awaken. So that's the only way.
Right.
And Logias, who already control the substance. Luffy doesn't do that, so it wouldn't make sense.
It would be more similar to Zoan than a Logia, which is why I'm kind of thinking that his awakening would be less manipulative and more physical.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I said he'll like turn the area to rubber, had like giant fists and stuff, and like
right.
No, but that's manipulative. We're saying that's not going to be the case because like for Doflamingo it makes sense because his whole fruit, he's been thinking about how to control shit, and we can't switch up all of a sudden, and then Luffy's now controlling 20 fists. Like he's never done that before. It wouldn't make sense for him to all of a sudden be able to control 20, rubber fists out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Akainu was used to controlling large areas of magma. Aokiji was used to controlling large areas of ice. So Awakening was just awakening the ability that's already there, not producing a whole new spectrum of abilities. You know what I'm saying? Like the 16 Holy Bullets was just a bigger overheat, really. Like doing overheat, or the one with the really long name, just him doing the bullet string, but just in a bigger form. It didn't make it all of a sudden. Now Doflamingo's made of strings, and he can do shit with strings like Luffy can with rubber. Like that wouldn't make sense. It goes along with the theme or the motif of your fruit already. At least that's how I see it. I could be completely wrong. I've definitely been wrong about fruits before.
Yeah, that is possible because, because Katakuris and Dofis, their fruits aren't just like, or I put it like their bodies really aren't their fruits, right? Like Katakuri, he isn't like really made of mochi, really.
Well, he did turn into mochi. Like he didn't he go into the ground and become mochi?
Katakuri was made of mochi because, remember, the whole reason Luffy couldn't hit him was because Katakuri was made of mochi, he could make some of his body sift out into the rest of his body, therefore creating a hole which Luffy's fist went through.
I know, and I'm saying, like, Katakuri is the one, like, paramecia that's different because he's a special paramecia, but we don't see Doflamingo turning into strings or other paramecias turning into their things. You know what I'm saying?
Luffy is made of rubber all the time.
Right.
Yeah, but he can't freely manipulate that rubber into like going into the ground like Katakuri. Like he can't do stuff like he can't open up a hole in his body.
Maybe that is what his awakening is. Maybe he can like do like stuff that people be thinking, like, right? Like people want him to be like Mr. Fantastic, like, going through keyholes and stuff. So his awakening might be something like that, where he's like, I'm the ultimate form of rubber now, breakneck week.
Yeah.
That was that's what Blue was saying.
What's wrong? I am
Z-Boy.
Yeah.